I want to be the very best, 'cause fuck you, Pokemon.
Okay, screen record.
You rolling?
Yep. Recording.
Syncing in
What's
three.
the matter, Lacey? Why are you so sad?
What are we going to talk about?
Syncing in three,
Movie trailers.
2, 1. Right. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Cody Wynn. Uncle Cody to you, and Uncle Cody to my nieces and nephews as well. I guess now I'm thinking about it.
And also me.
And also to my panel of guests. I guess I'm their guest host, but this is their place. Of course, over on the D-pad, the drawing pad, is Mr. Thomas Andrew Lawson. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, and this is, I guess this is called Doodling with Drew, so this is actually his show. Behind him is the lovely blonde-haired, what's her name? Lacey Patton.
Hi.
I'm sure that didn't pick up. Also next to her is the man in black, drinking a beer, holding a dick sock on his microphone.
It's Newton's Folly, Granny Smith cider. I love Granny Smith apples.
Michael Griffin, hello.
Hi.
And today we're here to talk about something that's actually very near and dear to my heart, as well as everyone else here, and that's movies, and more specifically referring to the latest Marvel Studios movie trailers of Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and actually I guess this is Fox, not Marvel, but X-Men, Days of Futures Past.
So yeah, how about that?
I hope you like apples, because we're about to give you a lot of them apples. This week the latest trailers dropped for Winter Soldier and Days of Futures Past, and I kind of lost my shit, especially when I saw the Captain America one.
Captain America. Yeah, that one was badass.
Another solid showing from Marvel Studios, and I just want to talk to you guys and see what your first impression of Winter Soldier is.
I think it combines the best parts of stories like Civil War, where you have this Cap who is out of time, but still politically different from the government. You know, I mean, he's not just a stooge. That's the great thing about Captain America that I think they've really been tapping into. But it also has the elements, of course, of the Winter Soldier story, which is about stuff from Cap's past coming back to him.
Yeah, and like you said, it looks like it's a good mix of things, and I am with you that it's a good mix of the original Cap movie, but also taking the seriousness of like the Avengers and applying it to
definitely.
that. Because my big problem with the first Captain America movie, which I liked it a lot, but it was just so hokey in that it was the World War II era and that kind of style. But now
and it really couldn't help it because it was, it was a dated movie, just by its own.
Yeah, it was a period piece.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was 30s tech, in a way, which was cool in retrospect. But now we're getting into, that Cap is a timeless soldier that can, just pick it up anywhere and become the ultimate badass.
By the way, I see what Drew's drawing.
And he's got the Falcon. Ultimate Falcon, I'm so excited about.
That's going to be awesome.
They're really using the Falcon from the Warren Ellis run.
Hope so.
Ultimate Extinction is what it seems like so far. He was more of a scientist soldier than anything else. But, we'll still see. He didn't really have a whole lot of lines in the trailer, but that's kind of what it looks like they're doing.
Yeah, Falcon. The part in the trailer where Falcon flies and is shooting the
he's fighting a fighter jet.
Oh man, that gave
wings.
me goosebumps when I saw.
Yeah, that was good.
Which I don't know why, because I don't even care for Falcon that much in the comics. But
616 Falcon's, God, he's a little dumb. I mean, he talks to birds and he has a bird sidekick. But Ultimate Falcon is just pretty much brains and a combination of brains and brawn. He's a soldier scientist, like I said. So.
Yep. And I think it started off so strong because it had that little light note to it, but it still showed you how badass Captain America is. Where he's in the plane and he drops off, like he's having a little conversation with Black Widow, but then he just jumps off the plane with no parachute.
Yeah, they just took that directly from the Ultimates, which was great. Where he he would just drop into places, like he dropped into Times Square from a helicopter, just like fell there, dived into a sewage tank and like Iran or something, and took out a bunch of terrorists there. He just drops down because he knows what he can do. Which is cool.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but compared to, let's say, Avengers and my excitement for Avengers before, this is actually almost on the level of how excited I was about Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about Captain America. This looks like a game changer.
Brian Michael Bendis, the biggest writer at Marvel, has said that Winter Soldier is the strongest script that he's read of all the movies so far. And, I kind of take his advice into account. This is the guy that resurrected Avengers and made it what it is today anyway. So he kind of knows a good story when he sees it.
What almost has that kind of feel of Avengers 2. It doesn't necessarily seem like just a Cap movie because, you've got Black Widow and the other, and Sam Jackson.
It's the S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, really. I mean, we get to see the continuation of the S.H.I.E.L.D. aspect from Avengers. And especially the shadowy figures that we saw in Avengers. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Redford's character, was one of those people that was giving Sam Jackson orders Nick Fury in Avengers.
But I see a giant X over there on the screen, which means that...
we kind of have this theory that maybe he's Scorpio as well, which was, I think, Nick Fury's brother, who was also the head of Hydra, or, probably should have researched that a little bit more, but what do you know about Scorpio, Drew?
Not much.
Well, as Drew is so subtly hinting at, there was another trailer out, and of course that's X-Men Days of Futures Past, which is a classic story in the X-Men mythos. What was that, Claremont?
Yeah, Chris Claremont and John Byrne?
Yeah, I can't remember, but so they've taken that and adapted it to modern day, and also instead of Kitty Pryde going back in time, it's Wolverine, because no one cares about Kitty Pryde in the current movie universe.
Despite being played by Ellen Page,
Yeah, all the original cast are coming back, which is awesome.
You homo sapien Daniel Guns.
I can't believe they got all those people to come back. That is amazing. Do you know how many schedules that is?
It's at least 2, I know.
And they're getting
Oh my
old.
God.
Well, I mean, Halle
getting
Berry
old
just wants to
there.
play the worst Storm for 10 years running, so she's trying to go for the Guinness record.
You guys want to put a bet on this? Does she have an accent or not?
Ooh, I think she dropped it. I think she let that one go.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's married to Toad, though.
Well, I know that there are mixed feelings in this room about the trailer, because I like it and I have a lot of expectations for it, but I know, Drew, you have a different feeling.
I mean, it's okay. I don't know. Like, I mean, what did I say earlier?
Well, the other day you were saying, I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm just not that excited about it. You were kind of drunk at the time, but...
Oh, okay. I was really drunk. That's what it was. No, I'm excited about it.
Double Jamesons.
I don't know how... Yeah, I don't know how it's going to... I don't know how they're going to pull it off. But we'll see.
Well, what he's referring to pulling off is setting up the entire X-Men universe, because it's commonly known now that Fox is trying to build up their universe to rival that of the Avengers.
X-Factor,
Yeah.
babe.
X-Factor is coming... No, X-Force.
X-Force.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'd love an X-Factor movie,
Nope.
but X-Force is...
That's a little sadder, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
well, that's not...
And the way you can see that they're kind of building towards that is with the time-traveling mutants like Bishop, who is already confirmed, and he's in the trailer for this new one, as well as Warpath, and they're saying that Cable's going to be coming in at some point. I don't know if he
Oh my God.
might be an Easter egg in
So
this one, but
excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Loved him.
Love the time travelers. So
I don't know if they're going to do Cable.
I don't know.
Like, if they do Cable, they have to do the Deadpool thing. I mean...
They don't have to.
No, they don't have to, but I mean...
I thought they were gonna do a Cable and Deadpool,
They were going to do Deadpool.
Deadpool is happening, supposedly.
but I thought, really, they're not gonna make that movie?
There has to be so much build up. This is my opinion, but there has to be so much build up to that point to have a Cable and Deadpool
There
crossover
has
movie.
to be another Deadpool movie.
Deadpool's possible, but
Another... No, that wasn't even...
I mean, you know what I mean.
That wasn't
he
a
needs
Deadpool
to come
movie.
back and do it right.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Yeah.
Well, I think that something that we're going to see with Days of Future Past, that I really think that... I'm going to preface that with, I think that the strength of First Class was that it was such a weird concept movie in a way, and that they rebuilt the franchise in a Marvel way, because they used... Yeah, well, okay. when it came out, juxtapose that against the Green Lantern movie that came out basically like weeks within of each other, right? And Green Lantern was a very typical movie, coming of age story that was pretty bland on the whole. I mean, it had nice special effects, but then First Class came out, and it is the original X-Men in the 60s set against the Cuban Missile Crisis, right? And I think that they're doing something similar with that with Days of Future Past, because we're seeing the rise of the Sentinels in like the 70s with Boulevard Trask. We've got Nixon, all this sort of thing. They're keeping true to that, and they're also keeping their strong actors. I mean, aside from, Fassbender and McAvoy, well, okay, and Kevin Bacon, he was pretty great too. I wasn't really wowed by a whole lot of First Class in that respect. I mean, I really enjoyed First Class, but that they've got all these strong actors, I think, is really going to carry this movie, especially with, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and Hugh Jackman being in this movie. I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I'm just waiting for it. I mean, it's X-Men, it's X-Men and Back to the Future. Can't wait to see him in that DeLorean.
That first
Nice drawing.
trailer, that first X-Men trailer that came out, I remember what it felt like in the audience. Everyone was so quiet listening.
When First Class trailer came out?
No,
the
first.
The Days of yeah.
Oh, the Days. Oh.
I thought you were talking about the first X-Men movie.
No, the first X-Men movie. That was a good.
That was
X-Men First Class. That's what I'm talking about. Everyone was so quiet.
Yeah, this, I love that Fox put this out the same week, just a couple of days after the Cap trailer, because they're like, listen, you guys are doing great, but we're coming at you with our stuff. Don't think you're getting this property back anytime soon. And so this is what we're doing, and I think they did a good job. The internet build-up for the last couple months has been pretty good with the images of, since I guess Comic-Con, they've been releasing images of the new Sentinels.
Yeah.
Bryan Singer has his Instagram account and Twitter account where he's been putting these pictures up of little things here or there, and the viral marketing on it has been pretty good, especially when they released the Trask website where they had the history of Trask Industries and all the different things to find out who's a mutant and the security systems and stuff like that. I thought that was really well done, and I think they're doing a good job in building this up. And by the time we get to summer next year, it's just going to be crazy out there and all the promotion and build up. So
yeah, I mean, hopefully this movie's just going to be gigantic and epic in scope. That'll really
And hopefully Jubilee will be in here to fight the Sentinels.
Yeah, there's no Cyclops.
Yeah. Well, they just ruined him, so what can they do with him now?
This would have been the retcon, I
Hey,
think.
my character's not going to be in there either.
Harley Quinn? No, she's a different.
Jean
Blomka's not in there, isn't she?
Well, she was in Wolverine, so what's it matter?
Oh yeah.
She wasn't really.
Well, I mean, she could technically be. She does have mental power, so
Yeah.
she could have implanted part of herself.
I mean, that's probably how
Really
Patrick
on
Stewart
screen.
talks to, James McAvoy.
Well, I know it's getting time to wrap up, and so before we go, I do want to do one more roundabout, and I just want to get your opinion. What are you looking more forward to, X-Men or Cap? I think this is going to be pretty one-sided, but Michael,
Cap.
Lazy.
Oh.
Ultimate
X-Men.
Falcon.
Really?
Yeah.
X-Men. Drew.
Spider-Man.
That's another one we haven't spoken about.
But there's no trailer yet, so
Yeah.
when the trailer comes.
Just a lot of photos of...
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out next. I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah,
of
Guardians of the
stuff.
Galaxy. I'm really looking
Are we
forward
going
to.
to see Thor?
Yeah, that's another thing.
We are.
We need to mention really quick, this Thursday is the midnight showings. We're actually going to a 9 o'clock showing, but go to your local Fandango account and
Do it now.
what's playing around you. Support Marvel, support superhero films, do everything because we want to see them keep coming out. So the best thing you can do is pay to see them. Don't torrent them. But Cam cannot win.
Or you to go see it and then torrent it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's fine.
Go buy
In
tons
fact,
of popcorn too.
it's fine. Whatever you do.
Did you know they have ice cream Twix?
Oh my god, that's so
Yes,
good.
yes.
They're fucking great.
God, they're
At the theater too.
Somebody had to go back in time to make sure they invented
Yes.
ice cream
We got
Twix.
one of those and one of the cookie
The future.
things.
We have to save the future.
Cream cookies.
Anyways, I digress.
Anyway, I guess I'm looking more forward to Cap, but I'm looking forward to the possibility of an X-Men universe. So,
Oh, yeah.
With that being said, thanks for listening, everybody. Tune in for more podcasts coming up here on Insert Name Here 85's channel, which is the Valbrook official channel. Check us out online at valbrook.net, chamber525.com, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. We're there. I'm Cody Wynn.
Michael Griffin.
Lacey Patton.
Me, Tal, insert name here 85.
And you've been listening to Doodlin' with Drew. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
Say Steelix.
Steelix.
Thanks.